Okay. So we left off that you guys were at the you guys left off. You guys were at the Redstone Hotel, or what was left of it. It's about it's about 11 o'clock at night. So what are you guys doing? Oh yeah, and Kristen and Noel found a brochure for the and for here are some of the countries that are in the far realm that you can put in your journal. And one of them is like it mentioned about Vasselheim, Finland, Faerun, Vasselheim, Solheim, and a few others. So what do you guys do? What are you guys doing? Anyways, what are you guys doing?
So it's what's left of the Redstone Inn?
Yeah, where you guys are at, like I said last Sunday, a lot of the town that you guys are in has been left in ruin. So a lot of the buildings are partially destroyed because of the Claiming War. That's why there's physically in the town and all of the Badlands, there's ash covered ground because it's good. That's why they call it the Badlands, because that's where a lot of the wars, the calamity wars in Aberdeen's history took place at. And we are at the Redstone Inn. It's the only building that is somewhat intact. And yet there's big giant holes of mortars and like magical like meteors and stuff. But yeah, so what do you guys do? You gotta go and look around the hotel and see if you can find anything else.
Okay.
I
guess look around it is.
Yeah, okay. So whoever wants to make an investigation check, or whoever wants to make an investigation check, yeah. You thing? Huh? 60. 18? What would you do?
My dice got a 20.
Huh?
20 plus investigation is 50.
Okay. So between the two of you, didn't really, between you and Kristen, you do see in the upstairs part that you're gonna have to do a little bit of parkouring. But because it's part where the hotel has been blown apart, and you get, or you see outside, but you do see a small little chest. It's not too big. It's probably maybe like 5 by 5 and like 5 by 5 deep. It's not too big of a chest, but back in its heyday, when it was attacked, it looked like it's where the hotel kept the money. You guys do find, you and Tammy can, and you and Chris can put it in your journals or on your paper. You guys do find not too much, because a lot of it has been taken by bandits. You guys do find 9 gold apiece between each other, and that's about it. But the chest you did find, it's where the hotel kept the money. Good. From what you guys are seeing, you guys don't see a safe. And normally a hotel of this size has a safe. But looking around, you gotta know she did a 19. You did. I had to do you say like a 20.
Yeah, I rolled a 20.
20. Okay. But you do look around, and you do see where the wallpaper of what's left of the wallpaper that's not stained. It looks like it's been moved. So you pry it open a little bit. It takes a lot of, so can you make a strength roll? And you can add your modifier.
Strength.
Yeah.
And the modifier is a +4 apparently. The
Okay,
little
so-
number or the big number?
Okay.
Which one?
It's the
Higher number?
yeah, it's the smaller one.
Smaller one?
So add that to like whatever you got.
24.
Hmm?
24. I rolled
Okay.
20.
No, not bad. You managed to get it open because the trigger plate doesn't work no more. Because like I said, it's a lot of everything that used to work don't work no more in this town. That's the part of a living and a war drawn, the place that had war, or a living and a place that has war. None of your shit works anymore. Anywho, but you manage to get it open, and you do find the remnants and you do find a pretty good size not chest, but safe.
Yeah.
Where they also kept some of the stuff. So, do you have lock picking or?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay. What about you? Do you have?
There'd be one person who's
Okay.
lost
Okay.
picking.
What would it be? Lock picking. Who has sleight of hand?
I've got 31 for
31?
sleight hand.
What do you have?
30.
30? Okay, you two can do it. Make a sleight of hand roll. And then whoever has the highest
20,
will get it. What'd you get?
51.
20 plus 30
Huh?
is
51.
51?
50.
What'd you get?
Total of 50.
Okay, so since she was higher than you managed to, just by guess, I managed to get open the safe. And there, you find, 18 gold pieces between the two of you. You also find a ring that has 5 keys and a deed and a scroll. And it is a deed to whomever owned the hotel, that if passed, whoever finds this or whoever was the manager had rights to the hotel.
Or what's left of it.
Yeah, or what's left of it. So you take that, and so you figure that putting two and two together, the keys go to the hotel. And since she got a pretty high one, you got pretty high too. Your observation was right. One is a key to the getting down to the basement. Yeah. It's getting down to the basement. The other, and then you have one that was supposed to lock the front door. Then the other two are for one has room 101 and room 502. But the other keys, the other rooms are you think are missing because those are the only keys that are on there. And then the other two keys are for like other. It has like 202 and there are not very many room keys. So you guys want to try them? You can. Or you guys want to go, but you do see off in the distance, you hear
What key numbers were there?
502, 202, 102, and then the other ones were for the front door and for the basement. You only have like 3 room keys. For the side of the hotel, you don't know like what happened with the rest of them. Because they're not in the safe. Oh yeah, and then you also have a deed and about 2 people a piece. You see, because you can see what through the part of the roof that's collapsed, a shimmering portal appear over in one of the buildings, and Ironheart, Maul, and Kaler appear. What are you guys doing? You guys see off in the distance a blue-robed woman and a green-footed. You can see just the tip top of Jackson's hooves, and you can see like her Kristen's robe. What do you guys do? I don't know. It's like we should get rid of the rest of the group, or at least find them. There's like I need to find my sister, and I don't know, and we need to regroup with our friends. So what are you doing, Victoria? You and Noel?
I'm creating more potions.
Okay.
Health potions.
Okay.
Working on some weapons.
So I need you to roll. Whatever you roll, whatever. Is there yeah, you do an Arcana roll for your alchemy, and then add your Arcana modifier or your Arcana score. Arcana score.
30.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to get the rest yourself done. And Noelle was like watching you and just guiding you help her in help or anything. So you guys jump down off of the like I said, what are you guys doing? So, and what are you and Chris are doing since you guys found stuff for the... You guys want to go back and show the others?
Do what? Yeah.
Hey, Butterscotch!
Butterscotch. Hi, Butterscotch.
Hey,
Hi, Butterscotch.
Hey.
Hi, baby.
Hi, you girl.
What you guys find?
Hi.
Um,
Hi. Oh, you smell something.
come on, you don't say that.
So, what was like what you and Chris just find?
Kristen?
I'm actually in the middle of writing. Can you?
Yeah. She's writing down something. What'd you guys find?
Last time about going to the rooms first.
Okay.
Looking in there.
So anyway, so the Gordon was like, so the rooms, so the keys must have been to what's left of the hotel. So we have a little bit of time. And if you want to do a little exploring, and we can try to find these rooms, or we can go out and see where, because, and then and see like what's, and see what we can do as far as getting Chris's mother back and getting a plan going to go into Hellscape or the Underdark. And Gwen was like, I don't know about you guys, but since one of us is wanted by the Unholy Trinity, I think our best route is to go through the Underdark. Thank you. Is go through the Underdark and then check that first. Because I know a few of the Shadow Kai and a few of the Drow that live in the Underdark. Whereas the Mind Flayers will deal with them if you run into them. But they'll be more easier to deal with than the demons. And then we can figure out how to game plan from there if to go into Hellscape if her mother is there. What you guys said. I think that would be our best plan of attack. What do you think, Victoria? Because if we try to go head on into Hellscape,
I'm not in there.
where you're at.
I'm working on my stuff.
Yeah,
Working on my guns.
yeah, that's why I had you roll your Connor roll.
Yeah, but I'm still working on it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not in the room.
So you and Novelle's not in the room.
No.
Okay. So, what do you think, Kristen? Since it is your mother that we're looking for, I think our best plan of attack is to go through the Underdark. I know a few of the Shadow Kai that live there and some of the Drow. Not Remy that you know. Some they're Drow that are not royal douchebags. No offense. They're Kristen.
No, that's taken.
Because I'm thinking if we go head on into Hellscape, Lucifer's going to be looking for someone, and from what little I do know of the Hellscape, not only is his demons going to be on the prowl looking for us, on high alert, but he does have 2 searchlights that can detect all kinds of magic. So we need to think of the game plan to go into, because I'm pretty sure, since one of us caused a lot of, actually the 2 of us in the group caused a lot of damage to his hotel, on his nightclub. I'm pretty sure Lucifer's going to be looking for us.
He's going to be looking for him.
Yeah. So I'm thinking our first plan of attack to find our mother is go to the Underdark. We'll have less surveillance, and we'll have a better game plan going through there. And I can talk through some of my connections, and maybe they can help us figure out a way to get into Hellscape without being caught. And
That
hopefully
does
the
sound
other
like a good
2
plan.
can join us, wherever they are.
Now, Jax and I seen the others land, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you guys heard the portal, and you guys seen Mole, Ironheart, and Kaler appear into a portal.
Okay.
So, but you didn't get a good look on where that portal was. It was just off in that area. You seem like a bluish white light.
Speaking of the troublemakers, they're here.
Okay. So we can regroup with them, find Noel and Miss Victoria, and regroup with them, and put one of them on a very tight leash, and to figure out a game plan from there.
Wonder who that would be.
So where does the leash go?
So,
Around his neck, or
hey, I don't care what you want to do, but the dwarf's going to get us into trouble. I just have that feeling. I just have that feeling. That's why I think our plan of attack is to go to the Underdark.
I agree. That would be a safer bet. Maybe we can keep our fated friend
Yeah.
out of trouble.
Yeah. So we
Exactly.
went to the one of the which is kind of like a part of the lobby where you were at. You ready, Victoria? Our plan of attack is go to the Underdark.
I'm not familiar with the Underdark.
Huh?
I'm not familiar with the Underdark.
I have why I'm saying that, Victoria, because I have a few friends before I became the watcher of Noel's family. I have a few friends in the Underdark that are of the Shadowcon, some of the Drow, that can help us navigate through those tunnels. Maybe they can help us get into Hellscape, because if we go straight on into Hellscape, Lucifer's going to be looking for us, and we're going to be dead on sight.
Well, especially one person.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So if we go to the Underdark, I think I just don't remember some of the tunnels. Or some of the entrance roads. There's many throughout Abilene, but I think I know a few still. So I think our plan of attack is go to the Underdark, and Kristen agrees. And I'm pretty sure Jackson agrees too.
Could be just in the head.
The only catch is, if you go to the Underdark, I'm sorry Jackson, probably not a lot of your magic's going to work. But your water shard might work for us. But your druid magic, probably not, because there's reasons why not a lot of people go to the Underdark. Because it's much like the leprechaun that we ran into, there is ancient magic that is tied to the Underdark. Yes, it's created by the many sandworms, but the people who live there for a purpose. I'm just warning you guys, maybe some of your magic may not work. I'm just letting you guys know that.
The only magic I really use is when it gets cold.
Yeah, but I'm mostly pointing for him and maybe some of Kristen's.
So that could cancel out the whole shape-shifting aspect of it, or...
Well, what he's talking about is like the nature stuff probably won't work down there. But the water stuff more than likely will. And like with you, what he's talking about is like same like with you, like the nature stuff probably won't work. Because not a lot of light is in the Underdark, and much like underground, although the light that is there is either artificial or illuminating from the plants.
Would she be able to use her light?
Yeah. But
I can see it in the dark.
yeah. But that's what he's talking about. It is like the light that you're going to get down there, if it's not artificial or naturally made, is by the many plants that have developed bioluminescence. That's what he's talking about.
And I have dark vision, and I can
Yeah.
grant dark vision.
Yeah. So, if you're ready, Miss Victoria, we can go. I was like, I'm ready, we can get back to the letter and play the best we can. What about you, Victoria?
It's risky, but it's fun on that.
Hey, you want to play the game?
It was okay.
Wow.
Alright.
You guys go out, and you guys gather with
Wanna
the group.
fun.
Have a good night. Bye.
And Gwendolyn's like, Mr. Mall, come here for a second. He snaps his fingers. You don't have cuffs, but you're the part of your brain that directs you into trouble is blocked.
A magical lobotomy.
Yes, exactly that. So, he's like, there's a reason. Because we don't need you going into Hellscape falls ablazing. Because you're going to get yourself caught and hung. And probably killed. Because there's, and same way with Maul. And with Ironheart. Sorry. Ironheart's like, I will try to mark out for you as the best I can, but Gwendolyn's like, I kind of do have a point. You did burn down Lucifer's nightclub.
Well, the fucker deserved it.
Well, I had to babysit a high werewolf.
Hey,
But the point
that
is,
was not my fault. I did not need babysitting.
the point is, we're going in, the Hellscape is not too far from the Underdark. We're not going to do the Hellscape, because we need a plan of attack, especially because of you.
I know.
Because his demons are going to be on high alert. There's two surveying on watch, there's two searchlights that can detect, that has true sight, blind sight, and dark vision. Can see in the dark, can see any magic you have. And if you try to go invisible, it can see that too. So we need a plan of attack to go into Hellscape without getting you killed. along with the rest of us.
So you won't find there's a bounty on his head.
So,
Pretty much.
I'm not doing this
Well, that's
because
your own fault.
I get good
Well, like I
pressure.
said, the fucker deserves it.
That's not me. I'm doing it to protect you.
Yeah, I know.
So since we got that all out of hand, let's go on. So, okay, thank you. So now you guys are seeing got a dead tree here, here,
That's really creepy.
and
That's really creepy. Hey, this
over
music's,
in here.
this music's starting to freak me out.
What?
This music's starting to freak me out.
It's not that scary.
It reminds me of Egyptian. It's scary.
How
Anyway,
can Egypt be so scary?
so you guys come
The
out
music scares me.
over here.
Egypt.
Music scares me.
You guys see
He's gonna be real crazy. He's gonna be with the bugs.
that there is, it looks like a campfire, and over in the far distance, you see a big canyon. And you guys look down, and it goes down maybe 60, 70 feet to the ground floor. And you see giants walking, and they're tall enough to where their heads just mostly peek over the thing. You see giants walking in this cavern, this canyon, because it's part of their migration pattern. On the other side, you see a massive stone building that's wrapped with barbed wire on top of it. Anybody wants to roll an investigation check to see, or like a history check, or except either one. See if you know what this building is.
I don't know this.
Okay. You want to do it too? I know Kirsten's going to do it. You can do it. And then I'll get with the other. Fucker.
Well, that's the best I'm gonna get.
What'd you get?
18 Plus investigation.
Yeah.
59.
Okay. Not bad. What'd you
I
get?
have a mitigation. I just
There,
don't have history.
29.
29? Okay, then so between the two of you.
I have investigation. I just don't have history.
Yeah. So between the two of you, you guys know that the building that's across from the canyon is one of two sites in Abilene of the prison camp known as Rybad Cove. And that if you get sent to here,
You're gonna get slapped.
you've either pissed off the crown or done something bad like stealing, murder.
Blowing up somebody's nightclub.
Well, he didn't get caught by a bounty hunter or
Luckily.
one of the royal knights. But if you get sent there, especially in the hell cache where you guys are not too far from, it's an outdoor prison camp. You're working in 90 to 100 degree heat, no breaks. And the only water you get is one of the guards that comes around every few hours that gives out a canteen. That's the only water you get throughout the whole entire day. Because you're there for a reason. The only best way is to get sent to the Taladore campsite, prison camp. But there you're working in 30 to 40-mile-an-hour winds and constant rain, because you're right off the coastline of the Abilene Sea. So, out of the two, the Tal'Dorei present option, but you do know either way you're going to be sent there for a purpose. And you see a familiar over in that canyon, a familiar person that used to be, that he's not here right now, but you see Malachi. Oh, no, you see Dr. Joseph, Manson, which is a gunslinger. He's also a partial bounty hunter. He's delivering one of his contracts to Ryback Cove. He doesn't notice you, but you notice him. What do you guys do? And the only way to get across to the canyon, to get over there, that's not by boat, by airship, is that there is a very not safe, but it's a rope bridge that doesn't look too sturdy, but then again, it's going over a canyon that reaches maybe 60, 70 feet to the ground. That you have a wind draft coming through, and you see it swinging in the wind. So what do you guys want to do? You want to take a chance and risk it for the biscuit and talk to
How far?
Dr. Joseph?
How far is it from the Giant's Head to the bridge?
Oh, or the giants that are migrating, you can see the top of their bald heads, just peeking over the canyon. But if they're going through it, and they're going underneath of the bridge, but the rope bridge is fine. You're looking at maybe the distance of the two canyons from where you're at to Ryback Cove is probably maybe like a good maybe 9 to 10 foot gap. The only way across is by rope bridge or by airship or by a prison airship. Is the only way to get into there. But like I said, if you get sent to Ryback Cove, either the Hell Cache site or the Tal'Dorei site, you're getting sent there for a purpose. You've done something bad.
Okay, so
Either against the crown or against one of their rules.
how far are they walking? Are they walking like this, or?
Yeah, it's just straight. It's
No,
one
I
of
mean
their
is their head touching the bottom of the rope bridge?
some of the, like the taller ones, they knock it, but
Is that
most
why
of
the
them
ball?
go underneath.
Is that why the ball? Because their heads knocked the bridge?
Yeah, like I said, you guys.
Okay, are they going in a straight line, or are they going like this?
Yeah, well, it's like your
No,
traditional.
no, I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about, are they going?
Yeah, they're going straight.
They're walking in a straight line,
Yeah.
or are they walking
Yeah,
like?
because the
3 or 4?
canyon goes like this, it cuts across where you guys are at.
That's not
Yeah.
answering my question, are they walking just single file line, or are they walking like this?
Diagonal.
Diagonal?
Yeah, and they're well, like the smaller, well, for a giant, it's not too small, but like some of them are like single file, and they're like a mother or like a father or like a young giant
So
following a
they're
parent.
not walking
But
like
most of
this,
them are
they're
going
walking
straight.
So they're not walking side by side?
No.
Oh.
There some are side by side, but a lot of them are just like single, like straight. That's what I'm saying. But the ones that
That
are,
takes away my
you are
plan.
thinking they're like young giants and they're like staying close to the parents. But it's a migrational pattern.
And you said about 10 feet across?
And like I said, if it's not like a prison airship or by like a hover bike, the only way you're gonna get over there is by a rope bridge. And it doesn't look too safe. It's been out in the open
I have a question.
for years. But
Okay, so you're saying that some of the druid magic may not work.
well, you're not in the Underdark, yes. But you're
We're
not
still on our way
there yet. You gotta go. Well, he's
Can we use?
He's trying to find one of the mini openings or to the Underdark, but right now you guys are out in the open.
To make some vines grow to help stabilize the bridge.
Why? Since it's about 10 feet across.
Yeah.
I created a new weapon. And it's a crossbow, but actually it's great. It's gonna be one of those, you shoot at it and a bird comes up, so you
Yeah, I'm familiar with that stuff.
I'm going to, because my jumping speed is 30 feet. I'm going to take a running leap. I'm going to take a running leap because I got 20 feet. And take a
You can
running
try it.
leap. And I'm going to jump across, and then once I get there, I'm going to shoot.
So I'm going to need from you an athletics check, and it's going to be a difficulty of 5. Because you're trying to jump across the canyon and trying to time the wind that's going into the canyon. The giants are not phased because they're used to doing this migrational pattern. But with you, that are not used to this area, so it's going to be a difficulty of 5, but you're going to have to. But I think you can do it. Whoever wants to help her can help her.
You said it's athletics?
Yeah,
Why wouldn't it be acrobat?
Because I'm jumping.
yeah.
Okay.
That's why she's rolling. Is an
What
athletics
could
check.
we do?
Whoever else wants to do it.
Okay.
No, well, it's like, please be careful with it.
It's a guidance
Yes.
roll, which is a D6.
Because the
Would you
only
say
one you see
guys
over
roll
there
D6?
is
D6 for guidance.
Malachi's, and is Dr. Joseph.
So I got 25 plus my athletics, that's 45. So minus 5, that'd be 40.
Oh, I thought
And
that was
then
like-
you gave me
I don't
guidance, so
have
that's under 6, 4.
I rolled.
So that is 44.
Okay.
And I got it 60. Or, yeah, 60.
Okay. So yeah, you two take a running leap, and
Wrong person.
yeah, take a running leap, and
I
you
can
guys.
only- No.
Oh, yeah, wrong person. Yeah, okay, yeah, sorry. You guys take a running leap, and
It's the
you
cape.
time it. The
It's the
wind
cape.
blows you guys to where you guys jump across, and Dr. Joseph's like, hi, Kristen. I wasn't expecting you guys to be here, and
Hi, Joe.
who are you? I don't remember. Oh, you're Victoria. Did you guys piss off the crown? Why are you guys here? Cause you guys
The
do
one
know where
person-
you guys are at,
The
right?
one person that pissed off the crown would be the mole. Dumbass decided to blow up a club,
Free some people.
free some people, got me high,
Well,
and now
I
he's in trouble.
can't help you with that because the only people I go after are the names that are on this gun. And he pulls out his gun and the name that he just put into there, you see it fade away. kind of looks like, basically, it's bad news. Kind of like,
Pepper
looks
box.
like pepper box.
Pepper box.
But he goes, the only